things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right? When the world turns it back on you, you turn your back on them.
That's not what I was told.
Then maybe you need a new lesson. Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Ali Sharaki here. Hakuna Matata. I want to talk about delete button and how important it is to be really good at delete button. I'm just sitting here waiting for my son to come out of martial class. So I thought I'd just make this video for some of you who hold on to stuff and keep thinking about the stuff and keep going over stuff and making yourself weak in life. The computer, we all have a computer. It doesn't matter how amazing the computer is, how expensive the computer is, and how powerful the computer is. All it needs is one virus on its software, and it's gonna go down, unless you remove and delete that software. We all have to deal with viruses on the computer. You are like a computer. You was born great. You was born to be creative. You was born to be amazing. You was born to achieve everything. You was born to be successful. You was born to be happy. But on the way, something happened. Viruses got into you, and it started to get you down, and you forgot to delete them. Now, if you are not good at deleting the viruses inside you, within you, you're never gonna achieve anything. You're always gonna be sad. You're always gonna feel down, because you let other people thought and feeling gets into you, and it determines who you are, and you know you are great. Now, I hope you understand the metaphor I'm using, because when people say stuff about you or say to you or behind your back, these are the enemy. The enemy is trying to get into you and trying to infect you with their viruses and with their thoughts and feeling. Now, if you are not good at deleting them and keep holding on to it, it's going to take you down, same as computer. Few years back, I went to college, and I went to all the colleges in Birmingham, and I tried to do a read and write test. Every single one of them, they failed me, and they said to me, oh, you are dyslexic, you can't read and write, you better just go and carry on with your life. You're never going to achieve anything. I came out of the room in the last college, South Birmingham College, and I was crying. This lady, old lady, she didn't even look like she's the head of the department. She was passing by. She said to me, what's wrong, son? I said to him, well, I really want to go to university. I really want to go study. I really want to learn. You know, all my family, you know, they have degrees and everything. I'm the only one I don't have degree. He said, so why don't you do it? I said, well, every college I go, they're trying to throw obstacle in front of me, and they're telling me I'm not good enough. You know, I'm crap, I'm rubbish at writing, and, you know, because I'm dyslexic. He said, why don't you come and do the test on the computer? I did the test on the computer, and I've got 99 out of 100 in maths, and I've got 97 out of 100 in English, because I did it on the computer instead of writing it by pen. He said, you pass your test. You can actually come to my higher education course and continue. I carried on going to university. I did 2 degrees after that, and I did the MBA in degree, you know, in business management. But, and then I went to university, carry on with the PhD for 2 years. But then I realized PhD is not what I want to do, so I left it. I came out and, you know, I carried on going to more education. I went to Tony Robbins. I learned from Tony Robbins. Then I went to Greg Slaker, learned the stock market, and I kept learning. You know, I did my level 4 in coaching, which made me realize I am dyslexic and how I have to learn. It made me understand my learning style and everything. So if I would have let those people in the college get into my head and stop me from making progress, I wouldn't achieving what I'm achieving at the moment. But I was lucky to be good at delete button. Every time somebody tried to get into my head and try to tell me I can't do something or I can't achieve something, I actually want to go and show them I can do it. So I press the delete button. I was gonna do a seminar, about this life coaching and everything, and I waited 10 years. Everybody told me, oh, you are a foreigner, nobody's gonna come to your seminar. Guess what? I did a seminar, and about 50 people on my first seminar, they turned up. Now, if I was gonna listen to those people telling me I'm not good enough, I'm not be able to do it, or you got some sort of fault in it, then I wouldn't do it. We have to be good at the delete button. If people are saying stuff to you, don't let them determine who you are. Don't let them determine what you can do and what you can achieve. You was born to be great. You have to fix the inside first before you can fix the outside. Your outside is brilliant. When you was created, your creator stood back and looked at you and he says, what a masterpiece I made. He created you to be perfect. If your boyfriend is telling you, you are ugly, you are fat, or your wife is telling you are short, you are this, have you noticed people sometimes you wonder how come this ugly guy end up with this beautiful girl? It's because of his confidence, because of his self-belief, because he doesn't see himself ugly. Now, if you start to see yourself beautiful, powerful, and successful, that's when you're gonna start achieving. But if you keep seeing yourself, oh, I'm a drug addict, no way I'm gonna fix this, well, you're not gonna fix it. You gotta delete that button. As soon as that thought comes inside your head, I'm a drug addict, I'm not gonna be able to fix it, delete. I'm powerful, I can fix this, I can do it. Try to develop that, try to make that bigger in your head. Always try to rely on the positive thought inside your head. I'm fat, I never gonna lose this weight, I always gonna be fat. My dad said to me, I'm fat, I'm a big bone. Delete. I am on my way, I am on the right diet, I'm fixing it, I can do it. That's how you have to talk to yourself. Oh, I'm ugly, I never gonna find the right wife or right husband. Delete. I'm beautiful, I'm a masterpiece, I can do it. I can achieve everything I want. That's the sort of thought you want to dwell on and rely on. But if you are relying on negative thought all the time in your head and keep criticizing yourself because your teacher said this, because your mom said, sometime when you are a child, your mom and dad can break you. Oh, you are not disciplined, you are not good, you are not managing, your handwriting is bad, you're never going to achieve anything. And that stays with you. I was reading this article about this 40 years old guy, and he was a drug addict. And when they asked him, what happened to you? He was saying, when I was a child, my mom said this, my dad said this, my dad never believed in me, and he said to me, I'm never gonna achieve anything. What happened to him? He held on to those stories from childhood. He never moved on. He made them develop, he believed in them. And that's why he couldn't achieve anything. That's why he couldn't make a nice life for himself. That's why he became a drug addict. Because he didn't delete those thoughts. He didn't delete those comments about him. It's very important to be able to press the delete button. You have to be easy on a delete button and really good at it, expert at it. Otherwise, you're never gonna go forward. I was watching this documentary about this dog. The German Shepherd was a pregnant dog, and he was crossing the road. He got hit by a car. And he dragged himself all the way to his house, and he laid there and he stayed there until he started getting healed. But because they didn't take him to the doctor, or they didn't fix the bone was healed in the wrong part. So when she was walking all the time, she was dragging herself, on the floor until she gave birth to the puppies. When the puppies was born, the puppies start dragging themselves on the floor as well. When the owner realized why the puppies are dragging themselves on the floor, So the owner took the puppies to the vet and asked the vet, what's going on? Is there something wrong with them? Maybe they got injured, in an accident. And what happened is they checked them and they said, no, there's nothing wrong with them. But what happened to the puppies saw their mom walking like that. They thought that is a normal way of walking. So the puppies start exactly copying the mom. That's why it's very important for your children, you do the right thing so they can copy you in the right way. Maybe you was born in a family who they didn't have a proper relationship, or the dad was a critical person, and you start to be the same way. If you are criticizing other people all the time and putting other people all the time down, it's probably that's how your family was. Now, if you don't think that's the way, you can change it. You have to delete that thought. You have to delete that education. Sometimes you have to delete the education you had in your childhood. You shouldn't be what other people told you to be. If you don't think it's the right way, if it doesn't make you happy, you should delete it. Trust me. I went to the head teacher. The head teacher called me in for my son last year. And he said to me, well, my son was bullied, all the time in the school. Still he's getting bullied. On the internet, some kids, they actually made a video channel about him and keep bullying him on that channel, talking about him and his work and his achievement. But I helped him to have a shield around his head, so those thoughts and feelings doesn't get inside his head. You have to have a shield around you. Otherwise, your head is gonna go down. You're gonna crash because you can't delete those thoughts. Now, I'm very proud of his progress because he comes and tells me and he's laughing. Look, they call me this name, they call me that name. They said to me I'm a loser, and I think they are the loser. That's what I wanted. The head teacher called me in. He said to me, your son is not doing well because his handwriting is crap and he can't write properly. And based on his handwriting, the head teacher was judging my son of not being able to do well. I said to the head teacher, first of all, when did you get your degree? He said to me, 20 years ago. I said to him, when did you read book? He said, 10, 15 years ago. I said to him, I've got 2 degrees, master degree, and also I read 197 books last 3 years just. So I'm more qualified than you to teach my son. You don't have the final say to say. Somebody else created him, the creator, the universe. If he wants him to succeed, he's gonna succeed. I took him out of school. I just wrote a letter there and then in my car. I gave it to him and I said, my son is not coming to school anymore because you don't determine if my son is going to be a success or not. I deleted those thoughts straight away. I took him home. I bought him a course. I sat there 2 weeks, 3 weeks, brainwashed him, cleaned his head from everything. Every night he used to come home, go to bed, start crying, talking about all the bullies inside the school. His mentally was drained. That's why I had to delete everything. So I worked on him, delete everything, build a shield around his head, and now sent him out there. Guess what? You saw the video yourself. He made $13,000 in 2 days. And he's been talked about in Grant Cardone Super Millionaire Seminar. Poor money, everywhere he's got seminars talking about my son and his achievement. At the age of 13, he's got his own internet marketing course, which is teaching other people how to make money. I took that video to the head teacher. I showed it to the head teacher. I said, is that the same boy you said to me he never gonna achieve? Which one of your students in this school you think they're gonna achieve something like this at the age of 13? You see? I didn't let those thoughts get inside my son's head or my son's life. The phone keeps falling off. I think the Windows is too clean for it. So what you have to do, you have to delete those thoughts which people put inside your head if you want to go forward. If people are criticizing you, you have to understand who's criticizing you. If it's for you to get better, think about it, work on it. If it's not for you to go better, remember, people who they are jealous, they criticize you to bring you down, because they find it very difficult to catch up with you. So you have to learn to press the delete button. Now, if you like my videos, please like, please share, please write a comment. Let other people see it. I'm not charging you for this stuff. But please get this message to other people. There are many people out there which they need to hear this stuff. because they sit all day at home and just thinking about what other people said to them. Let's do this. You know, if you think my message is useful to you guys, please share it, like it, and let other people know. Some people need to hear it. Learn to press the delete button. I hope you have a fantastic Sunday and you enjoy your Sunday with your family, and delete everything happened to you last week, last year, in your childhood, which it doesn't help you to go forward. They don't determine who you are. You was born to be great. You have massive power in you. You were born to be successful. Don't let other people get you down. I have 3,500 people on my block list on Facebook. So if you are watching this, you are somebody who I think and believe you are positive and you are ready to go forward. And I believe in you. Otherwise, you would be in my block list as well. See you next week.